Let's go down to Kokomo.
Day 28, Thursday the 12th of November, at sea. It seems that cabin 3218 is a very popular cabin. Not only is everyone always keen to use it as a gathering centre for the hours after the crew bar closes, but also the telephone never stops ringing. We have a very strange early 90s type existence on the ship, with no one contactable by any form of mobile calling, texting or internet messaging. I don't even so much as have one person's number stored in my phone, as we rarely have reception that doesn't cost the earth. We do have access to Wi-Fi at most points when not working, but you pay by the minute, so you normally log on quickly once a day to use the web, then sign off again straight afterwards. It was actually one of the features that I immediately loved about living on a ship, but I quickly realised that it comes with 8 major flaws. Number 1. As nice as it is that no one can bother you with annoying calls or texts, it is also impossible for you to get hold of anybody without ringing their room phone. And this is only possible if you know their address/room number on the vessel. And FYI, despite the number of calls we receive for her, Janique from St. Lucia does not live in this cabin. Number 2. When the landline rings, you have no idea who is on the other end. You have to pick it up to find out who's calling, so the handy feature of screening calls that we all do on our mobiles is taken away from us. I've taken to answering the phone in a polite, "Hello, the captain," as it's never for me, and this function often inspires the person on the other end to hang up immediately. They do usually call back again sheepishly, minutes later, asking confusedly if Andrea, Janique, or whoever lives there. Number 3. There's no damn mute or vibrate function to allow you to get any peace from the thing. Between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. last night/this morning, the incessant beast chimed 4 times. 4 times! What the freestyle! Safety Phil puts its persistent noise down to the fact there's a ratio of 1 to 3 girls to guys on board. You do the maths. I think I'd rather go back to the cold callers attempting to sell you double glazing. At least they only called pre-9 p.m. Number 4. If you're not in your cabin, it's of no use to you whatsoever. As I try to explain to the many callers, Becky/Daisy/Andrea aren't in right now. I'll take a message, but please don't call back. And number 5. The wretched thing is located right next to my bed, so I've been forced to assume the role as cabin receptionist. Number 6. Answering the wall-mounted unit for me requires the donning of a full climbing safety harness, 2 guide ropes, 1 Sherpa, and a separate risk assessment every time it goes off. As explained in previous posts, I have to perform a contorted, potentially lethal balancing act to collect and return the receiver. Number 7. When we do finally reach land, the same desperate Wi-Fi hunt ensues each time, until the adult addicts finally hit a fix and are then lost in an internet-fed, semi-conscious coma, unable to communicate with anything but the mobile phone until their web hunger is sated. Number 8. It's never for me. Despite now knowing a good number of people on board, it appears that no one wants/needs to get hold of me on the phone. Unless maybe they just can't get through with all the telephone traffic that we receive daily. In first aid training yesterday afternoon, I wasn't really paying attention when everyone was giving CPR to rescue Annie, the resuscitation doll. Having completed numerous first aid courses before, I took the chance to get up and go to the bathroom and got a drink on my way back. When it was my turn to be summoned to the front and demonstrate my skills, I attempted to revive the limp plastic body with my usual I-can-do-anything gung-ho vigour. After the requisite 30 compressions, it's now compressions, airway breathing, rather than ABC. I took a deep breath, held the corpse's rubbery nose, and blew long and hard into Annie's lifeless silicone mouth. "What are you doing?" shrieked the instructor. "Saving her life," I replied. "You're not actually supposed to blow into its mouth," she answered, horrified. "You don't know where it's been." "Surely I won't know where my real semi-live victim has been either," I retorted. Well, apparently, Not only were we not supposed to get intimate with a plastic demonstration doll, but also mouth-to-mouth is voluntary in real life now, and only recommended if you have a face shield and feel like participating. What the freestyle! I sincerely hope that someone is in an up-for-it mood if I ever go down like a felled tree. And believe me, if I ever find someone in need of life-saving first aid, I'll be straight in there, face shield or no face shield. In other news, I was disappointed at the distinct lack of any rainbow-coloured jelly for supper last night. Apparently, its absence from the menu was due to the fact that it was a Mexican food-themed evening. We'd been in Cozumel for the day. And according to the server, Mexicans don't eat jelly. They seriously don't know what they're missing. We also gained another hour last night. That's 2 this week already. I'm totally confused what day it is, let alone what hour. How many ahead or behind Europe we are now, I have no idea. Oh well, as long as I've got the ship's time correct. And that's all for day 28. Thanks for listening. Be sure to tune in for day 29's antics tomorrow. Same time, same place. Well, not literally, because this ship never stops. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a day. And if you're enjoying it, like and share it too. Thank you!